Hi, this is Mandy, the occupational therapist with Seniors Flourish. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about sizing your cane, using a cane, and which canes I like the best. First off, I prefer personally the ones that are adjustable. So if you can see up close here, it has like a little button on the side and has a few holes, and so you can easily pop it in like this and then move it kind of up and down to your height. Because a couple things about that, if your cane is too low, like this one is for me, so when I'm using it, you're kind of leaning over to use it, and so then it causes a lot of shoulder pain, back pain. You don't have very good alignment, so you're kind of like all scrunched over, and people get all sorts of crazy pains from doing all sorts of crazy body mechanics, so you don't want it too low. So I'm just going to adjust it up really high. You can kind of see the difference on why you don't want it too high. So I popped it up using that little button, and then if you have it too high, you kind of are doing the opposite problem. So you're hiking up that shoulder to move the cane forward, and the same thing, you get that shoulder hiking, it's going up by your ear, and it's kind of hurting those muscles in there. The same thing, you're kind of compensating through that, and people get a lot of pain. So the best height for a cane is at your wrist level. So if you're standing up as tall as you can, even if you have a little hunched over, you want to still stand up as tall as you can, because then that kind of promotes the best posture you can get. So you want to adjust it so it is, when you're standing up as tall as you can, it's at your wrist level. So like if you have it down at your side, see how it's at my wrist, it's not too low or too tall, or it's not, I'm not reaching down for it. So it's right at this level. So that is how you adjust the cane to the right height. I personally also like ones that have the kind of the rubber bottom on it. It kind of grips the floor a little bit better. You can get these little spike things for when you're using it outdoors, like especially like in the snow or ice, and it kind of just helps grip on to the snow and ice. Another little tip about a cane is when you're actually using a cane, you want to use it on the opposite side of your weakness. So let's say you have a really bad hip. This is your bad hip, your left side. So you're not going to use the cane on this side, which is what people naturally want to do. You actually use it on the opposite side. So what you're doing is you're stepping through with your strong leg, and then when you go to use the leg that hurts the most, you're using the cane in place of that painful leg. So you want to use it on the opposite side of your problem, okay? And then another quick little tip that I like to suggest is if you have like a lot of arthritis pain in your hands, make sure that your the handle is kind of nice and big. This one is pretty good. It has a nice kind of squishy, soft handle on it. And if that's not enough, because the tighter grip that you have, the more stress you're going to put on those joints. So if you have a lot of arthritis or hand pain, you actually want it not to be so small. You want it kind of bigger. So one little trick that we use as therapists is you just take literally a washcloth, doesn't matter what kind, and you just literally wrap it around it. So it kind of makes the handle nice and big. So see how my fingers aren't as squeezed tight as in if you were going to use a small cane or small handled cane. And you can wrap it with like an ace bandage. Some people use like that insulation for pipes, that kind of that stuff that you can kind of slice open and just put it on there and kind of tape it on. People use all sorts of things like Coban, if you're familiar with what Coban is. People use horse wrap. It depends on what part of the country you're from. It's just that stuff that you can wrap around and it kind of sticks to itself. And it will get dirty, and that's what's kind of great about it. You can just obviously take it off, replace it, or wash it. So that is about it about using the cane. I'm going to put a couple suggestions on brands of canes that I like in the notes. So make sure that you check that out, or you can even check out seniorsflourish.com with lots and lots and lots of other suggestions for practical daily living tips for seniors or for caregivers to help people stay independent in their home. So thanks for watching. Take care.